So today we are diving into gifts, how to discover your gifts. Okay, then we'll proceed to how to develop your gifts and then how to deliver your gifts. Okay, that's what we're going to do today. Okay, and I hope you're ready to learn how to discover your gifts. Okay, these days, of course, a lot of people claim to know how to discover the gifts, but a whole lot of people are still moving everywhere, not knowing that they even have gifts. Okay, so today we are going to be discussing gifts. Gifts. It was gifts that made Joseph to become the great person that he became, the second in command in Egypt. Okay, it was gifts that made David to be chosen by the Lord. It was gifts that made Jesus. When Jesus came to this planet Earth, right? He was born in a manger. He was born like a nobody. He was a nobody. It was the gift of teaching that started bringing Jesus out, and then the gift of healing. Okay, so every single person created by God on this planet Earth has at least one gift, but a whole lot of people have too many gifts in them. Okay, so gifts are the endowments, the qualities, the abilities that are given to you, that are inherent in you. You did not buy them, you did not choose them, you did not earn them, you may not have deserved them, but they were given to you naturally. You started growing up and then you observe that this is something I can do better than ABC. This is something I can do better than XYZ. This is something I do naturally. I can write better than others. Okay, I can sing. I have the voice. I can sing better than. The journey to greatness begins from self-discovery. Self-discovery, and that self-discovery is what helps you to identify the gift that is in you, what you carry on your inside. Okay, great. When you talk about greatness and fulfillment of destiny, you don't begin from the outside, you begin from the inside. You begin to look inward. What is it in me? What are the things in me that makes me uniquely me? Okay, and and the first thing you have to notice that it makes you different from many others is the gift that you have. The gift that you have. When you cannot say you know yourself when you don't even know the gifts that you have, the potential that you carry. There is nobody on this planet Earth that is without a gift. Nobody. Every human being that God created has at least one gift. Yes, has at least one gift. And these gifts God has given to us, these are tools, okay, that helps to shape our destinies. So if you do not recognize the gift that is in you, if you don't pay attention to yourself to recognize the gifts that are in you, okay, how will you be able to fashion or position yourself to the fulfillment of your destiny? So you see, so the first thing first is to identify what is in you if you're going to be used by God to do exploits in this our planet Earth. Proverb 18:16 says, a gift opens the way for the giver, right? Opens the way for the giver and ushers him into the presence of the great. So your gift is what will take you in terms of, listen, that's why I wanted to start from, differentiating pursuit of money, making money, and fulfilling destiny. Okay, you become great when you fulfill your destiny. Okay, every one of us, we have all been sent here to do one thing or the other for God. God sent us here for a reason. So the moment you are able to fulfill that destiny, you are becoming great. You are a great person when you are achieving, realizing, or fulfilling that destiny, that reason for which God sent you here. Okay, in the eyes of the world, when you say someone is great, they quickly think of money. They say, well, I want to check your bank account to know how much you have. But that's not how it doesn't work like that. That's why Jesus said, for you to be great, you have to serve. He said, for you to be great, you must be a servant. How many servants have lots of money in their accounts? Okay, so in the kingdom of God, greatness has nothing to do with how much is in your bank account, right? Greatness is about fulfillment of destiny, realizing why you are here and working towards fulfillment of that destiny. And you cannot fulfill your destiny if you have not discovered yourself. And the first thing that you do in discovering yourself is to identify the gifts that are in you. Okay, you cannot become when without what is in you, what you have been endowed with. And so today we are talking about gifts. We are talking about what you call talents. We are talking about what you call potential. We are talking about what you call endowment. The personal qualities you have, okay, the ideas that come to you, the talents, the potential, okay, these are gifts. Like you're sleeping and then you woke up suddenly and then an idea drops in your head. Did you buy that idea? Did you buy the idea? It's gifts. It is gifts that has come to you. So we're talking about how today's topic is how to discover your gifts. So even the idea that drops in your mind, okay, it's a gift. So you may be praying, you say, God, I need to have money. I need to have money for this and that. And God listens to you and say, oh, that my daughter needs to make money. That my son needs to make money. And then God drops an idea in your head. He has given you the gift. He has answered your prayer. It is not what you do with that gift, whether you are even able to recognize that that idea is a gift. Okay, so now we're going to look at the different forms of the different types of gifts. Okay, gifts come in different forms, and that is why a lot of people don't. Sometimes they don't what I just talked about now. Idea as a gift. So like, how is an idea a gift? Okay, they begin to look at gifts like maybe when you can sing. You know, that one is common. When people can sing, they say they are talented, they have gifts. But when somebody can, when an idea drops in somebody's mind, nobody really calls it gifts. But they are all gifts. So whatever that you did not buy, whatever that you did not choose or even ask for, that comes to you divinely, okay, sometimes inherently, is gift to you. So it's how you discover it and what you do with it that moves you forward in the line of destiny. Okay, we're not talking about making money now. Okay, when it comes to realization of destiny, right? When it comes to the realization of destiny, you have to understand that it's a different route from the way people typical way of making money. The worldly way of making money or the external, physical way of making money is you do you do trade, you do business, you develop a particular skill, or you learn a particular skill, or you get a job. These are physical way of making money. But when it comes to realization of destiny, okay, you discover your gifts. Okay, not for the primary purpose of making money, but for the primary purpose of service. For the primary purpose of service. And that is what Jesus talked about when he said, for you to be great, you have to serve. So how do you serve? Is it not with that gift, that endowment, that thing that God has given to you naturally? That's what you serve with. That's how you begin to move straight, successfully, in the direction of greatness, in the direction of realizing your destiny. It's not the same thing. The way you make money and the way you realize your destiny are not the same thing. Okay, so for you to stick to the path of fulfillment of the purpose, you want to fulfill your purpose, you must discover your gifts. Self-discovery. You must discover your gifts. Today's topic is how to discover your gifts. So if you're a teenager, if you're a young adult, you have to understand that this is like the prerequisite of everything. You have to understand that if you don't, from the beginning, foundational, or discover your gift, you may be building on a wrong foundation. So the first thing you want to do, if you want to fulfill your destiny, if you want to become successful from the spiritual perspective down to the physical, you have to discover your gifts. What are the things that God has placed in you? What are the things that God has laid on your heart? What are the ideas that he has dropped in you? You have to discover them. Okay, now gifts appear in many different areas of life and can be grouped. Gifts can be grouped. We have intellectual and educational gifts. We have teaching gifts. There's the person that when they teach you something, you will definitely understand. They have the gift of teaching. Teaching can also be a skill. Some people can learn it, but when it's a gift, it's when it's inherent. You didn't even learn it, but you see yourself being able to teach and teach well, and people are understanding. And whenever you teach people something, they always grasp it, they always understand, they have a clear understanding of it, and they're always excited, when you teach them. Okay. Another one under that intellectual educational gift is scientific and technological gifts. We are grouping them now. Okay, we are still going to break them down. Okay, then we have writing gifts. Writing gifts. Someone is an editor. Somebody knows how to structure words properly. Somebody may just write, and you're reading what the person has written. What is all this? Some other person may write it, and wow, and you're reading, and you're like, wow, the person has a writing gift. Okay, these are skills. Like I said, they can be skills, but they are also gifts. Some people are gifted with them. Some people are endowed with these gifts. Some people are learning them. We're going to talk about the difference between skills and gifts. Okay, but right now we are looking at these as gifts, not as skills. Now we have mentioned intellectual and educational gifts. We also have life sustaining gifts. Okay, under this we have medical gifts. Okay, some people are called to be doctors, and so they are endowed with the gifts of treatment and healing. They can look at someone and they know exactly what to the medicine, the prescription to give to that person, and the person gets well. Okay, some people are not gifted. They are doctors, but they are not gifted. They have only gone to the medical school to learn how to be a doctor. But some people are gifted. They have the gifts. So we have agricultural gifts. We have athletic gifts. Okay, we're moving into the third category now: creative and aesthetic gifts. We have fashion gifts. Hey, some tell us if they handle your clothes really, you'll be wowed. Like how? Some other people, even though they have gone to this fashion school and all of that, after sewing stuff, you complain, right? So there are people that are gifted with these things. We are looking at these ones now as gifts, not as skills. Okay, I'm going to explain the difference between gifts and skills. Okay, so we have fashion gifts, we have musical gifts, we have entertainment gifts. Somebody that is naturally gifted to give comedy, to say comedy, right? They can make you laugh from morning to night. They're not looking at any joke from anywhere. They're not copying any joke from anywhere. It's just coming out from them. They are gifted comedians, right? That's a gift. We have constructive gifts. We have innovative gifts. Somebody may look at something and they will innovate it. They will say, this is the way we do it, and it comes out great and awesome. Okay, we have innovative gifts. Then we have relational and service gifts, such as nurturing and caregiving gifts, justice and peacekeeping gifts, and then we have spiritual gifts. We also have leadership and organizational gifts, like business gifts, political gifts. Okay, now let's break down these gifts. I mean, I've just mentioned the categories, but I want to break down the gifts right now. Okay, these categories of gifts can be further broken down into specific expressions, such as dreaming. Hey, dreaming. I don't know. I intentionally put this dreaming first. Reason being that some people are like, what the heck? Dreaming words. How did Joseph become the second in command in Egypt? A slave boy, a slave prisoner in the land of Egypt. How did he rise to become the second in command, if not through dream, the gift of dream, the gift of dream? So it can look like it's nothing, but truthfully, every gift is significant. Depends on you whether you are able to discover it and whether you're able to develop it and how you deliver it to the earth. So we have the gift of dreaming, interpreting dreams, singing, dancing, acting, running, playing soccer or football, lawn tennis, drawing, painting, comedy, editing, designing, composing, decorating, reporting, preaching, the gift of preaching, the gift of teaching as well. Okay, the gift of animal care, planting, investigating, beautifying, coordinating, counseling, training, coaching, public speaking, marketing, cooking, calculating, presenting, treating, the gift of healing. We can go on and on. There are quite a great number of gifts, okay, that you can sing. Two people may have the gift of singing. One may be singing bass, the other one may be singing alto. Okay, one may be singing reggae, the other one may be singing country. The one may be singing pop, the other may be singing different. A particular gift of singing can have different branches, different aspects. Okay, that's the way it works. There are also intangible gifts. And these are also powerful, like the gift of observation. Somebody can be here. Investigation, gifts of observation, gift of investigation. Somebody can just walk into a place and everything that is happening there, somehow they just get to know it. What about the gift of courage? Some people have the gift of courage, like David. It was David's gift of courage that led him to kill Goliath, to confront Goliath and kill Goliath. When all the other Israelites, including King Saul, were hiding, David stepped out because he was courageous. The gift of courage. It was that gift that made David to eventually become the king of Israel. The gift of courage. What about the gift of compassion? The gift of wisdom. I have a friend of mine, she's so wise. Like, I don't even know. Like, sometimes when I have some complex things, or complicated things, I'll just ask her the way she'll be able to unravel it. And she always wowed me. I'll be like, wow, how God has so blessed you with the gift of wisdom. What about the gift of charisma, the gift of creativity and the ability to motivate, inspire, and persuade others? Do you know that there's something that people who do sales, right? Most of them have these gifts of persuasion. You may spend your entire time trying to convince somebody on doing the right thing. And lo and behold, you look beside you and you see someone spending just few seconds, they are convincing another person, totally convincing another, okay, to doing something that is terribly wrong. I tell you. So some people have the gift of persuasion. Okay. So it's up to you now to discover your own gifts. Every gift is a potential. Every gift is unique. Every gift can lead you to greatness. Every gift, no matter how stupid or minor or insignificant it looks or seems, can take you up there, can make you become the prime minister of a country that is not your country, like it happened to Joseph. Think about it. Joseph, just gift of dreaming. How do you value the gift of dreaming? Somebody comes to you and say, I can dream. Like, seriously, what's that? What's that supposed to mean? We even pay attention to that person. But it was that same gift of something as insignificant as or not being valued as the gift of dreaming that made Joseph to become the prime minister in Egypt. So, dear teenager, dear young adult, don't ever underestimate whatever gifts that God has given to you. Okay, you can become rich, but if you want to fulfill your destiny and become that which God created it to be, or you want to become a great person and make great impact in our world, there is no way you can arrive there without identifying, without recognizing, without discovering the gifts that you have in you. It's not done. It's not possible. Even Jesus Christ used the gift of teaching and healing that he had to become the Messiah the world got to know. Without that gift of teaching and healing, Jesus wouldn't have just come straight down and then he's going to die for everybody. He started by healing. He started by teaching, and then he went on to heal. So you better stay tuned. If you have not started following me, if you have not started following this page, okay, do that right now. If you have not subscribed yet to this channel, better do that right now. Do that right now, okay? Because we are going to be looking at how you're going to discover these gifts. Okay, we're going to be looking at the importance of the gifts, all the things that you can do with even one single gift. A lot of people don't have just one gift. A lot of people have multiple gifts. Okay, but some people don't. Even with the multiple gifts they have not discovered one. They've not discovered one. Okay, and that is why this page is here. That is why the channel is here, to help you to discover all the things that you have in you. Okay, and how you can use the things that you have in you to actualize your destiny, to become who God created you to be. Because there is no way you can become who God created you to be without discovering that which you came to this planet Earth with. That which you came to this, or the things that you came to this planet Earth with, that are in you, the endowments, right, are the tools that you're going to use to actualize your destiny. That's the way it works, and that's the way it is. Okay, so in our next video, we are going to be talking about the importance of how to discover these gifts. So it's going to be interactive. Okay, we're going to make it as interactive as possible. Okay, with practical examples on how you discover your gifts. Okay, very easy. Gift discovery is not difficult, really. It's not difficult. The reason why a lot of people still struggle with not knowing their gifts is because they have not been properly guided, and that is why I'm here. That is why this video is right before you. Okay, that is why the channel is here. We are gonna help you to discover these gifts. It's not gonna. Trust me. With the strategy we use, you will discover your gifts just as quickly as possible. Okay, so that's what we are doing next in our next video. So see you in the next video. If you have not yet subscribed, do that right now. Okay, if you have not yet followed us, okay, do that right now. Do that right now and share so that some other people will benefit from, don't be selfish. Come on, share this video. Let people get to see, let people get to know, let other teenagers and young adults get to see, get to know, get to learn the things that you've already started learning. Okay, so see you in our next video and bye for now.